That was bait and switch. Wow, Florida has a lot of heritage, doesn't it? They say the South will rise again. And look, they've infiltrated this station. But that's what public radio is. It represents the public, 25% of which is at least that dim-witted and lazy. I'm Michelle Montanius, now one from the archives of old-time radio, from before this was a public station, a show that first aired 40 years ago, The Time Ranger.
The Tri-City Broadcasting System and American Oil and Motors presents The Time Ranger. He travels through time, hunting the biggest game of all, public enemies that try to destroy our America. He's Ernest Keeble, a man of mystery, well, a student of science and polygamy, a man who has a time machine in his pants, that when he masters, he travels back in time to right wrongs, save women, and pleasure himself with his sometimes lover when he's intoxicated. The lovely Trixie Lane, the Time Ranger, meets up with danger tonight in Boxing the One-Eyed Clown.
Oh, boy. Oh,
heavens, Ernie, do you have to carry on like this every night?
Quiet, Dame, quiet, will ya? Why are you always emotional at the wrong time?
Oh, Ernie.
Don't Ernie me. Go sit in the corner, you dumb cluck. This is something I gotta do. Not just for me, not just for you, but for everyone. Why, when I take out my time machine, I can go just about anywhere. My mind wanders, see? And I'm a Union soldier storming into the home of a defenseless Southern slave owner. Or at a Roman orgy somewhere with a centurion's helmet on. Or the girls' locker room at a high school at some godforsaken town. Now, if you'll pardon me, Toots, I shall go into the commode there and travel back in time. Be back in about 5.
And so our hero travels back in time. Where to? He never knows. Wherever he is needed most.
Sire, why art thou getting intimate with thine self in yonder corner?
Say what? You can't see me. I'm completely invisible. Now, don't break my concentration, kid. I must have traveled to the wrong place. I wanted to be at a Viking solstice feast with a couple of milkmaidens sampling the dairy products. You get the idea.
But I too can see thee. You better put that thing away. Mother caught me doing that and made me...
All right, stow it. I don't need to hear your personal history stories, son. This is my time machine, see? And by the way, it's not an ordinary...
Gee willikers, it sure is small.
Knock it off. I don't need to know what I already know, all right? Hey, who knows? Maybe I'll travel back to high school and save Mary one more time from marrying that awful bounder who became a disreputable senator. Oh, Mary, you're some cheerleader. Let me have that. Those pom-poms. What's that, doll? Under the bleachers? You got it. Yes. Hey, don't give me the cold hard stare, kid. When you get middle-aged and spend each day in self-loathing, you'll understand. Believe me, you will. Hey, by the way, tell me, what year is this anyhow?
The sundial says it's 1175. This is England. Dragons roam the land, and we are also infested with cliches.
Tell me about it.
Wow, you can travel the future.
Ah, yes, of course I can. Don't you listen? I told you, that's where I'm from. I'm the Time Ranger. I like to travel through time and fight injustice. So tell me, boy, what do you do for fun?
I like to torture animals and slow kids.
Good for you.
Tell me more about the future.
Well, kid, let me tell you, things are a little different there. Might want to get a quill and write this down. You could learn something. Let me tell you a few things about life, 800 years from now. First off, there's a big difference between excitement and what you call arousal. But these newfangled penny arcades will give you either at any time. Next off, sometimes use special potions and emollients and rubs and ointments to make their, testes reach the floor. You know what I'm talking about. Testicles, family jewels. And women, they paint their faces yellow and are sometimes called Brian walking the streets of the village. And that, my boy, is the future, like it or not.
Hello, Richard. Have you burnt those plague victims yet? Who are you talking to?
Mother, this is my new friend.
Why, I don't see anybody. I need you to get on with killing those lepers. But first, empty the chamber pots on their heads.
No, really. It's the Time Ranger. He's from the future. He says in the future, unicorns go around pleasing women.
Well, they try anyway.
Well, that sounds interesting.
I'll say the future sounds saucy.
Now, don't you and your visible friend get hot under the collar. I don't want any more of your silly ideas. Autoerotic asphyxiation, indeed. Tell me, does my pox look okay in this top? The king is coming by to take me illicitly.
How you doing, doll? Forgive me. Nice to meet you. I'm the, Time Ranger.
Good heavens, the ghost!
No, it's the Time Ranger.
What I just said.
He's got a special mini thingy that when he rubs, helps him right the world's wrongs. He showed me.
You did what with my my son!
Don't get your knickers in a twist, sweetheart. I kept it on the up and up with the boy. Now, while it sounds confusing, it is in fact completely natural. And my own empirical research has definitely proved you don't go blind, which is lucky for me. Besides which, I am from the future. And now, I know my mission. I must save you from this awful king who's coming to have his vicious way with you. I must overthrow this maniacal monarch and establish a democracy. Yeah, where people are free and everyone has cars and, double-enders. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Well, I appreciate your kind offer, but to be honest, since my husband got slaughtered by the Gothic hordes, I rather enjoy the king's visitations. It's the only action I get. Besides which, his waters have turned black, and he'll be dead soon.
I got no clue what that means, sweetheart, but it does sound pretty awful.
Well, times are tough since the Black Death took 1 and 3. The king ensures we have enough grain, he drowns the witches, and protects us from the dragons.
All right, I get it. This king must die. You don't gotta spell it out for me.
Well, we all must die. We all must die. But the real question is, will we go to the fiery pits to burn in eternal torment, or will we really suffer?
That's where you're incorrect, dollface. You see, I'm from the future, like I told you, from 1938. Where I live is just like heaven. Why, we even had a brief period recently where cocaine could be purchased from a pharmacist and the cheerleaders never grow old.
That future sounds awful. Time Ranger, leave us to burn the lepers in peace. Your time here is done.
Then, madame, if you'll excuse me, I must enter the dark recesses of time through this special portal I carry about my person.
Oh, fiery heavens! Richard, avert your eyes!
So small.
The Time Ranger is a eunuch! Oh!
I heard that, Toots.
And so our hero travels in time once more. Where to? He never knows. Wherever he is needed most, and whichever way his time machine points him. Sometimes forwards, sometimes backwards. Always fun if you're open-minded.
Oh la la, monsieur! What are you doing with that little gherkin?
Ah, stow it, mademoiselle. Nothing. You see, you can't see me. Oh, boy. That's better. Anyway, I'm, from the future.
Zut alors, monsieur, this I know nothing about, but these are terrible times. People are being slaughtered.
What? We can't have that. Well, fear not, young lady. The Time Ranger is here. My time machine must sense a disturbance.
Yes, off with your head, off with your head. Either off with your head or off with your frilly skirts. C'est abominable.
Whatever that means, but tell me.
Abominable.
Yes. Who's committing this atrocity, anywho?
It's the revolting little peasants. The scum, they want food and not to be whipped. I mean, whoever heard of such a thing? They're peasants, monsieur, and as such we must piss on them. And now they have cut off the heads of too many people. It is a tragedy.
All right. Turn off the waterworks already. You're soaking my loafers.
Oh, sorry.
Now, you just bring that heaving bosom right over here. Yeah, a little closer. That's it. Yeah. Fantastic. Now, if you don't mind, I'm just going to rest my time machine right between them.
right.
Likes a little change of pace once in a while. Keeps things spicy. Now, with my magical powers, I will bring down the revolt and restore order to the world, and eventually, well, peace shall reign.
Oh, monsieur, you are my only hope.
All right, yeah. Now, don't be alarmed, sweetheart. You will feel a gentle rocking. Keep your hands to yourself, but I assure you it is quite safe. Quite safe, yeah.
I am a good girl. I only do that with the executioners and with blood relatives.
Lucky them.
I have already had one slow child.
Well, then it'll be on your head, you foxy French harlot. Come on, let me have at you.
Oh no, Monsieur Time Traveler! The peasants are rising up to take off our heads!
The peasants aren't the only thing that's rising.
Will our traveler be safe? Will he survive the angry French mob? Will his travel machine return to full working order in that perky French bosom? Who knows? Find out next time on The Time Ranger!
Wow, it's a shock that show was taken off the air so fast 40 years ago. But anyone with talent was storming Normandy. We'll have more from the archives of the Vice City Broadcasting System again soon. Next is New World Order, international news that takes you around the world and reaffirms you should stick to the safety of your planned subdivision. I love Florida. It's a gift to America.